All right, guys, let's welcome you back here for the next episode of the XBA. And guys, do we have a doozy here? I mean, look at the standings in the Eastern Conference. We have teams like Montreal, we have teams like Atlanta, 1.5 games back. These guys are out of the playoffs right now. The guys that are 2 games out and more. So, I mean, the playoffs are approaching. We're not going to get there by the end of this episode. And you'll see by the end why we can't, because there's too much still left to be decided. We got 13 games today. Just to give you guys kind of an outlook here, 13 freaking games. So at the bottom of the Western Conference, there's a little less parity, but even a team like San Diego is creeping back into the mix. Vancouver and LA and California are under 500, but they can still, with a couple wins today, in this video, they can work their way back into the playoff mix. So we're going to start here with Chicago and Atlanta in downtown ATL here at Olympus Arena. We got Chicago is falling back and Atlanta is moving up. So if you guys remember, Atlanta actually sold their assets to Chicago, those being a couple depth guys, but the depth guys have not really helped out BC Chicago, and Atlanta, for some reason, got way better, even though their bench is a lot thinner. They let go of Udo, they let go of Gerald Green and Cephalosha. So this team has, their bench, they're relying on a lot of their younger guys. They got guys like Jacob Evans in that trade. You know, it's been a good ride for Atlanta. Maybe they just needed to get some more chemistry going with Jimmy Butler and John Wall. We talk about it every time we see the Olympians. It's Butler and it's Wall. And then in Chicago, you got Holiday with Oladipo, and those guys kind of formed the 1-2 combo for BC Chicago, the nameless BC Chicago. You got turnover here. Labissiere is going to dish it, and Atlanta's pushing it, and Evans, the former BC Chicago bench player who never got a lot of action, and then Ellenson going to hit that one. So, the bench guys for Atlanta were stepping up here. It's 42-39 right now, early going. 3 balls going to go in. That's going to be Bryn Forbes from downtown. Atlanta building up lead, and Forbes again gets the roll here with under a minute left to go. 52-47, they're going to chuck that one no good, but Atlanta has the lead here as we are approaching halftime. So, hey, no contest today for this week, guys. Reason being, I didn't know what games we were going to show. That was going to sort of depend on the sim and who wins what game, so I didn't want to put any questions out this week, but we'll talk more about that in the next episode. Chicago coming back. Atlanta going to take the lead, though. Wall gets the and one right now, 62-58. You got a turnover going the other way, and John Wall is going to throw that one down. Chicago having an issue with turnovers so far today, right before the third. Big bank shot there. Chicago gonna hit it. Jimmy Butler's not very impressed. Not too happy with that. So you got 3 minutes left here in the game. You got Wall cutting to the lane. Gotta put that one in, and it's 89-80. Wall's up to 13 points today with only 1 missed field goal. And Chicago got a bit of an issue here. Oladipo gonna flip it up and the roll, and where's the foul? It's a loose ball. I mean, not a good play there for Atlanta. So Chicago's right back in this thing. 91-87 after the 2, and then Wall, somebody missed their man on defense underneath the basket. Deep shot there for Chicago's no good. Mitchell Robinson, who finally made it back, and he's ready to go. His absence, I'm sure, hurt BC Chicago, and finally a miss, and that's going to do it. Atlanta picks up the W against Chicago, and Chicago right now, guys, is reeling. They are not looking too good right now. I mean, they are just struggling to pick up a lot of W's in a situation where every game seriously matters, as Chicago's going to drift closer to 500. That's not where you want to be. You want to be 3 to 5 games over at this point, and then you're in the playoffs for good. So take a look at the numbers there. Chicago, Oladipo played pretty well here with 27. And then Holiday scores 20, so it's not like those guys were the issue today. I'm not really sure what the issue was. 3-pointers, they shot pretty well from 3 range. I think Atlanta just played a more complete game. We're going to have the Nashville Tempo here taking on the Phoenix Monsters, obviously named after the Gila Monsters, in case you don't know by now, at the Lizard Lair. So they got some Chris Middleton and some Lonzo Ball, some Devin Booker action here going up against Kevin Durant Valanciunas, Dragic. It's a good cast of characters here in this one. Interesting matchup. It's a color rush matchup, okay? You got both teams wearing their colored uniforms today, so they're looking snazzy out there. It's Lonzo Ball is going to take it up here. Oh, what is that? Foul on... What's going on Durant? Kind of a push foul there, but yeah, 0-0. Early going. Nashville goes up early, 13-12. We got Lonzo. He's got the magic touch today going to Adebayo. Let's take a look here. The latest Eastern Conference standings. Nashville is a half game out of first place. So, I mean, every game counts. I mean, you are on thin ice from first place to missing the playoffs. Every team is at stake here in the Eastern Conference. And then Phoenix is competing. They're trying to get anywhere between a 5 or an 8 seed, depending on how they finish. So every game is huge here. Nashville is going to go up 49-41 early. Phoenix, though, still hanging in there. Adebayo underneath, going to tie it. You got Kevin Durant going inside with a slam dunk, playing hard here. Like we said, no off nights in the XBA. You know, you think these teams can take rest days? You think they can, you know, go in and play at 70%? No, not in the XBA. Not when the playoffs. I mean, whoever gets in has a chance. And Phoenix right now is looking like a team that wants to get in. They look like they are playing their best basketball here in April as the month kicks off here. So 59-53. Lyles right underneath. So we got a 4-point advantage. Booker from outside gonna drain that one. And now it's 83-69. So the Monsters went on a serious run here late. Giallo, the new guy, kicks to Booker and he puts it in. Tickles the twine right there. And I mean, guys, they are running away here as they eclipse the 110 mark. 116-83. Phoenix just crushed Nashville in that fourth quarter, and the tempo had no answers. They had no answers, especially from beyond the arc, as you'll see. I mean, they did not shoot very well from outside. So yeah, the numbers there. Lonzo with 11. Booker, though, was the guy. 34, 7 of 9 from 3. And then Chris Middleton played pretty well himself over there too. Durant had 16 points, and Nashville just did not take a lot of 3 balls, and that's really where that came down to. You see the fourth quarter, they were outscored 41-18. So yeah, not winning basketball for Nashville, as that's going to set them back towards the back of the Eastern Conference. This one here, a couple teams here playing, you know, Vancouver's struggling right now. They're sitting at 30-31. They're not too far behind Denver, but Denver's kind of that grinded out sort of team. They added a couple pieces to try to stretch out the defense, but they're still sticking with the program. Play tough physical basketball. And then the same really goes for Vancouver. They want to play tough physical defense, get Lillard out there, get him shooting, keep him on fire, and just run the offense through Lillard. And that's really the plan for the Vortex. However, Vortex were one of the hottest teams in November. They hit a big slide in December, came back, and now they're sliding again. So this looks like a pretty streaky team for Vancouver. Joe Ingles from outside gonna miss here. Cauley Stein pops up. Gasol gets the rebound. So as I was saying, Denver, if they finish strong, can finish in the middle of the Western Conference. Is kind of where they're looking. Vancouver at this point just trying to get in, and that's the big key here. Like I said, whoever gets in will have a chance. Simmons from outside, long 2 ball. Gonna score there. 28-23 here. We got Morris going right to the lane, and a weak foul there by TJ McConnell. It's not very good play on his end. 31-25. Ingles outside with another miss. This time Cauley Stein gets it and will clean that one up. 32-29 here. Taurean Prince. Nice move to the lane. Beats Bridges. 41-34. Deep 3 there for Lillard, and he's starting to get in the groove. It seems like starting to feel a little bit, as it's a 4-point game here for the Summit. Lillard we see here with 12 points, Simmons with 13 of his own. Field goal percentages, not surprising. They're a little bit lower today, as both teams are going to try to play some good defense here. And Simmons, oh, looking good there, man. Biyombo underneath. So we got it down. It's a 7-point game, but Simmons again is just getting a lot of altitude here in Denver. He is reaching the summit, as you might say. Aldridge underneath will score 83-78. Simmons kicks to Prince for 3, and he's going to get the little roll there. Good move by Prince, and then a good move to the basket for Simmons. Looks like Denver's in control of this one, guys, as Vancouver might drop another one, but Lillard can't even stay on his feet after that. What a great slam. He's a little bit slow to get up, but Vancouver needs him on defense. This is a 4-point game here with 1:15 left, roughly here. Almost gets a steal. Simmons will kick to Lauri Markkanen, and he's going to take a contested deep shot and miss. So now Lillard will take it up here. We got a minute left. Makes a nice move. Is he going to step back and drain it? He will, and Vancouver is alive. But right to the lane, another dunk here by none other than Ben Simmons. Now up to 27 points. He's, looking at the... Might need a manicure after that, He's playing hard out there. Hard game. There's another one. Oh, man. He's just no mercy here on Vancouver. They're just getting annihilated inside. Lillard with a miss. Does not get a generous roll there. As, Vancouver going to drop this one here, 98-92. Vancouver losing yet again. They are officially on the struggle bus. But they can still get off. There's still some time here. They're under the 10-game remaining mark, though. So that is critical. I mean, they're going to have 8 games left after this. So they need to put some kind of streak together and go strong there. But Nick Young, you see the new acquisition. He's been picking up some minutes and scoring for them. Did not even hit a three-pointer, but he was able to score for them. And then you see Vancouver with Ilyasova and Ginobili were chipping in a little bit as well. So, some of those additions were helping. Some are kind of neutral. Some aren't moving the needle. It's just the way of the world here. Let's check out Kansas City against New Orleans, the Neptunes. I was supposed to have the Neptunes play the Bandits last week, but my file got corrupted the way it was recorded, so I could not show that game. New Orleans did beat the Bandits, so no surprise there. Wisconsin's not playing very well. I think they're out of it. But Kansas City is a team that is actually playing pretty well here. The Doncic-Morant combo is really growing up, going into their own. They have an aggregate 1 year of NBA experience, so they are really getting it done here. Kyle Anderson puts it in. So we got a 24-20 game here with about 30 seconds left, and Doncic is going to hit a jumper. So every time we see Luka, he's never really had a dynamite game. He's going to be a little bit underrated in this game since in real life he's playing like an MVP. So maybe he needs a ratings boost or something. But, he's still having a very good year. Bagley with a nice flip there. We see the latest Western Conference standings, a little bit more separation. KC sitting at 4.5 games out of first place. Only 2 games behind Kawhi and the Neptunes. There's Kawhi right before the half. Going for a 3-ball, not going to make it there. So I'm just checking some numbers out here. Pretty evenly matched game so far. Slight edge across the board for Kansas City, it looks like. Hassan Whiteside gets his own rebound and scores. So we got a 2-point game here. Nice pass by Doncic out to Holiday for the 3. So a 10-point game, and we got a steal going the other way. Kyle Korver, how about that? Well, a nice dish to Hart. So Korver's playing defense on Kawhi. Something about that feels wrong to me, but it's 2K, man. It is what it is. KC is just running away with this one. It's 100-76. So Luka with only 13 points, but he's looked pretty good doing it. Kawhi will score, trying to make this one respectable, but check that out. Foul to the lane here with 2 minutes and a 20-point game. That wasn't going to be good enough for New Orleans. 113-81. So Kawhi got to get some more defense for the New Orleans Neptunes, although they're looking fine. I think they're going to be okay in this playoff push, but you never know. You could end up like you see the team on the bottom line there. It could end up like Chicago, going a little 4-game losing streak. Who knows where you're going to be. Look at Morant scoring 34. I could not find a lot of Morant highlights, so he did a lot of damage in the sim mode, it looks like. But yeah, Josh Hart, 15. Had himself a good game. Hassan Whiteside, you see there's 17 boards. So pretty good game there. Now we're going to check out the New York Neon and the Montreal Gothiques. 33-29 versus 34-29. So even in the standings, the Neon, after the trade, really went on a good streak here. As you see, latest standings, Neon were up there inside the top 2 not long ago, but they've lost a couple of games. Now they're 2 games out of first and out of the playoffs. Only a half game behind Montreal, though. So that's why this thing is huge. It's why this conference is crazy. This XBA in the early stages is crazy. Yeah, so... But, you know, it's going to be a road game here for the Neons, so that's going to be a tough game. You see Montreal's sort of a defensive team, but they've had stretches where they can score if they rely on Murray and Levine. Whereas I think the starting five for the Neon can all kind of pitch in and score. Nice steal there by Gobert. Kicks out to Zach Levine, and yeah, he's throwing that down. Guys on the sideline were going nuts after that one. JJ Redick going inside to score. Flip up there for the Neon. No. That's going the other way here. Murray. Whoa, nice pass. Sharp looking pass there. And a nice looking shot to Kevin Knox. So Montreal looking good here as Kevin Knox will do it again. He's looking good again with a nice jam. And then Levine right underneath the basket. I think Levine versus Redick right now is not working out in favor of the Neon. Then they have JaVale McGee taking 3-point shots as Montreal will score again. It's 42-24. The bench is going nuts. Montreal's got a good cohesive unit here. They're feeding off each other. That's what you want to see. 44-27 right now. So 17-point edge and a block there. You don't want to take on Gobert, man, one-on-one, and then right to the lane. Oh my goodness. Zach Levine. And you know, apparently the crowd is not very impressed. Tough crowd here in Montreal. They're very reserved, maybe. Maybe they don't get too rowdy for basketball. I don't know. See, they get rowdy for hockey, you know. Maybe basketball's a different story. 32% for the Neon. And they're getting outboarded. And, yeah, Levine's just kind of sitting there like, yeah, take it easy. Take it easy. Yeah, that song. Okay, Montreal really pulling away. Although, I mean, New York was making it kind of respectable. Wesley Matthews with the dunk there. Yeah, this is not... I don't think this will work for the Neon. Look at those dribble moves by Murray, and he's going to get the foul on Conley. He's going to draw it. Redick will score here, but we got about 3 minutes left, and it's still a double-digit game. Murray, a little risky movement there with the ball, but he will put that one in, and TJ Warren's out here on the outside trying to find something. Goes to Conley, and it's going to get rejected. I believe that was Bertans with the rejection. And then you have Levine. Oh, what's new? Zach Levine right to the hole. Uncontested. Virtually uncontested. Montreal's just going to pound the Neon here. 109-90. You know, I got to give the Neon some credit here. They did not fold in the second half. They did play pretty hard. They did try to finish. And, you know, it was pretty good. So Montreal, yeah, good job right there. And, yeah, looking pretty sharp. Zach Levine obviously leading the way here with 37 points. And then Murray had 12 assists, and that was kind of key. So Murray and Levine had a good mojo going on there. Rudy Gobert had 5 blocks today. So, yeah, looking pretty good. See Caruso there only getting 5 minutes. He's a bench player, you know, and maybe you want to see Zach Collins get some more minutes. But this is a very deep team. So I would like to see the Neon make the playoffs. They were my pick to win the Eastern Conference, so obviously I want to see them make the playoffs, but I'm going to have to earn it here in this XBA. Let's go to the nightclub as Miami. It's going to take on the surging Baltimore Cannons. Baltimore's looking good, guys. You know, this is a team that I personally left for dead, but they won on a pretty huge winning streak. I think they won 7 games in a row in March, maybe mid to late March. So this team's hanging on. This team is in the playoff mix. They were kind of in that boat with Kentucky, and you didn't really know where they were going to go, and they got hot at the right time. Klay Thompson from outside will miss early, and Vooch will take it down the court here. It's going to Rubio. You know, Miami's an interesting team because every time they play here, CPU versus CPU, they don't really shoot too well, I've noticed. They did pick up 1 win against Wisconsin, but I believe they've lost the 3 other games that they've been featured in. So, you know, you want to see Miami kind of get some offense going, and it's like Waiters is like their top guy. You know, Tatum's taking a lot of shots, and he's missing from mid-range. 3-point threat. Like, Nowitzki doesn't take too many out there. Teodosic here is going to hit for Baltimore. Hashimura here with some defensive miscommunication gets a nice, easy, open lane. And then, hey, there's a nice shot by Tatum. I was just talking about Tatum kind of not being a factor in in some of these CPU games, and Tatum's going to try again. This time a little bit deeper range, but he will score, and Vucevic is going to miss that one. Karis LeVert gets the rebound, and Rose going outside. Clay doesn't even have to look. He's got a pure stroke, so, I mean, if it goes off the hand good, he knows it's going in. So 54-43, rebound for Horford. Rose will take it. 25 seconds left here. Defense by Lynn, and yeah, they just forgot about Horford. So not marquee defense here for the Night Owls. They're going to go into the half down double digits. We see 61% from the field for Baltimore. So the Cannons are just on fire, and then you got like Tatum doing weird stuff like that, kind of running out of bounds. It's only an 11-point game, so not over yet, but Muscala goes inside. Mike Muscala is beating Nikola Vucevic, and an off-kilter 3-ball by LeVert. 89-75, we got a miss there. Horford with a nice board there, so we're getting down to about 3 minutes. It's in the danger zone for the Night Owls. They need a stop, and Clay off the glass. You're not going to get that stop. So 91-82 goes inside Rose, and Rubio. God, there's just not quality defense here by the Night Owls. It's just not good enough. It's gonna be 96-89. They did manage to score a little bit, but yeah, not quite good enough all around here. Vucevic led the way with 22 points, so they did hit kind of inside quite a bit. Kaminsky did not contribute, as is normally the case with him on this Night Owls team. McDermott scores 12 with only a few minutes, and James Wiseman with 7 points. So I like what I saw here from Baltimore. I mean, you got to give these guys some credit. You see the field goal percentage was the bomb today for the Cannons. So how about this game here? We got a Bay Area rivalry here, the Dragon Den. It's going to be San Jose versus California. California Dragons in San Francisco, they've dipped under 500. They are a game under, versus the San Jose team, which is playing amazing. Caldwell Pope is injured, so they're going to have Zaire Smith start today. It's been kind of mixing him in with Anthony Edwards. This Cyborgs team is on fire, and they're currently in first place in the Western Conference, as Alaska has started to slip a little bit. Yeah, you know, California, though, is going to be playing for their playoff lives here. I feel like this is sort of a must-win game because there's a little bit more separation in the Western Conference. So they going to be more teams only fighting for a couple spots, whereas in the East, it's like everybody's alive almost, you know, 1 through 8. So, yeah, California not off to a good start. As you see, Steve Adams scores there, and then Kemba goes right to the lane. This is a tie game right now, though, and Van Vliet gets a lot of space there. 31-25. Here's Anthony Edwards with a spin move and a floater. Nice shot for the rookie, the young guy here. 33-25. Adams gonna get that rebound. Go to Arcidiacono underneath to Paul George, who is answering some doubters. You know, people like, can George be the A-list guy on a team? Take him pretty far, and I think he's answering that with a resounding yes. As San Jose scores there, and they pick up where they started this game after letting the Dragons back in. They're now up 15 here as the half is over. Into the second half. Nice 3 there, deep 3. So now it's 58-48. I'm gonna miss here. Pirtle with the rebound. It's gonna go outside. Here's Tyler Johnson. It's tough. It's tough to rely on your backups to try to win you this game, but you know, they got to pick up minutes somewhere. And here's Connaughton from outside. So right now, California just trying to survive till they get to those final minutes. You can get the starters back out there and kind of ice this game, but Zaire Smith from deep, and it's still a 5-point game here. Justice Winslow trying to go inside, and a block there. Kevin Love with the block. So maybe the deal with California, they got too many Urkels on their team. Maybe that's what's going on here. 76-71. Yeah, so Winslow is not getting it done here for the Dragons. So, hey, Kemba Walker trying to find some space, trying to survive. That's what Kemba does. He's a survivalist out there. Tries to will his team to victories. Tries to keep fighting. No, it's going to be a miss. Kevin Love with the rebound. San Jose pulls away here. 86-74 is your final score. And the Dragons are in trouble. they are in trouble unless the sim gods take care of them. I mean, they might be on the outside looking in here. This was a game they needed to win. So 16 points for Bogdanovich was your top scorer, along with Kemba for the... Look at Aaron Gordon. That game was horrible. Terrible by Aaron Gordon. George was the leading scorer, 3 of 10 from 3 range, 10 of 24. Van Vliet was 2 for 15, and it still didn't really hurt San Jose all that much. So let's take a look at the updated playoff picture here. Jacksonville's slipping back. This is a little worrisome for me. Still a game out. But as of today, the Paladins would be the 8th seed, and the teams on the outside would be Miami, Baltimore, Nashville. Nashville's outside. Columbus is hanging around, sitting there 34 and 32. Chicago's still fighting. The City Slickers are down here at 33-32, and the Pilgrims are a game under 500. And we'll check the Western Conference out. San Jose's already clinched a playoff spot with the victory. Alaska's in 3rd. St. Louis has been playing pretty well. You know, Gold has been absent, but St. Louis has been picking it up. Kansas City's moving up. El Paso right now would be your 8th seed, and LA, along with Phoenix and Vancouver, would be on the outside looking in. And then San Diego, we left San Diego for dead. San Diego's actually ahead of the Dragons, so we might see San Diego, you know, if they're still in the mix next episode, we might see them. But today, this is another game, kind of do or die. You see the City Slickers and the Pilgrims running out of games. They're each a couple games out of the 8th seed. And like I said, there's still teams outside of that 8th seed that they have to catch. So running out of time for both of these teams. Loser going to be at a pretty huge disadvantage here when it comes to making a playoff run. So Boston will win the tip-off here for the Boston Pilgrims and the New York City Slickers. This is a game we've already seen this game earlier in the year as one of our feature regular season games. And I believe the City Slickers won that one, if I remember correctly. Jared Allen goes outside to Robertson. He's going to shoot that one and miss. Harris versus Harris for the rebound. City Slickers pick it up. And so opening possessions, nothing doing here. 0-0, but a nice steal by Harrison Barnes to throw it down. So 2-0. Draymond goes with a deep shot and nails it. It's going to be 3-2. 21-12 here as we skip ahead. You got the old man out there, Tony Parker. To another old man, Zach Randolph. I say it every time. 21-15, Grayson Allen. This is a guy that's really come into his own here in the XBA. As I've seen him play well for Boston numerous times. How about Tony Parker, though? Looking good here going to the lanes. 27-22. We got Siakam with the rebound. Going to George Hill from 3 range. George Hill also usually plays pretty well for the City Slickers when we see them. And then Siakam cutting inside will score. It's going to be 41-38 here. Grayson Allen knocks it down. So 41-41. Boston letting the City Slickers back in this one. They do get a turnover here right before the half. Grayson Allen inside to Jones Jr., guy we saw in the slam dunk contest. So Boston will take a small lead here. They are getting outshot, but you know, a couple extra possessions. Shooting a little bit better from 3 range. They are starting to pull away here, though. 84-76 here as we skip ahead in the 4th. Nice play there for the City Slickers. Deep shot, no good. Siakam gonna haul that board down. Pass to Barnes with the green, so we know that's going on. 84-80. Pilgrims got to call timeout here as it's starting to get a little bit dicey. Siakam inside will score. 86-84. Jarrett Allen to Chris Paul. Oh my goodness, you're right under the basket. Bledsoe gets a rebound. Oh man. Pilgrims not looking good here with everything on the line here. They're trying to stay alive in the Eastern Conference playoff race. And Looney outside to Gary Harris. Oh man. 87-86. This is looking bad. Not good. Chris Paul with 1:30 left. Oh, he loses it. Oh, Chris Paul. He's supposed to be like clutch, right? I mean, he's supposed to be like, you know, veteran presence, kind of that guy that you can lean on in these clutch moments here. 90-86. Paul with a turnover. It's going back to the Pilgrims, so they will luck out here and maintain possession. 90-86 with 105 left in this one. Let's see. Oh, what are you doing, Chris Paul? just holding on to the ball while the shot clock winds down and takes a horrible shot. Foul's going to be called there on Paul. Trying to play defense there. Almost got it done, but, you know, they're going to get the foul anyway and some points. So now we got about 25 seconds left here. 91-86. Jared Allen's going to go behind the back. It's kind of a weird time to get flashy, but Paul will miss. Siakam rebounds and then gets to Barnes for the foul. So, yeah, the City Slickers are going to win this one 94-91. So the Pilgrims, I think that's a game they should have had. And Chris Paul right there, you see him. He's not looking too happy. It's a game that they really needed. They are still alive, but they really are going to need almost everything to go right for them, and they got to win basically the rest of their games, I feel like. That's how critical this game was, and they didn't get it done. So Boston, I think you might be eliminated. Now we have a great one here. We got Giannis versus LeBron James. LeBron and Giannis going at it one-on-one, and they're going to go get matched up against each other. So this is going to be big. You know, LeBron's got he's got a big ego, and you know, Giannis has got him by, you know, what, he's probably 10 years younger or so. So, yeah, a little more in the tank maybe at this stage, but, you know, let's see what LeBron can do here against Giannis one-on-one early. So, the Alaska Chill have slipped a little bit. They were kind of a dominant team here at the beginning of our series, but they since have not quite looked as good. But Lou Williams going to start off with 3-ball there. They did take some injuries, but really, the month of March was not too kind to them as they lost a lot of ground to teams like Seattle, San Jose, and St. Louis in the Western Conference. Oh, LeBron throwing that one down. He's staring down the padding, yeah, for the net. So you might want to get back there and play some defense there, LeBron. How about Carmelo, though? Carmelo's been a very good addition for Carolina. I feel like he's had a lot more chemistry there than he did in San Diego. Gallinari hitting a big 3 as Carolina takes a 1-point lead, and great interior defense for the Fly Guys. Gallinari is going to take it down. Goes to Teague here with about 3.5 left in the second. Jeff Teague being guarded by Giannis. Outside to LeBron with the green. LeBron will score, and it's, yeah, Carolina's up big now. 52-42 right before the half. No good for the Chill. And Alaska, the struggles are continuing for the Alaska Chill. You know, they're down by 10. LeBron has 16 at the half, so obviously a smart decision for the Fly Guys to kind of funnel the offense through him. DeAndre Jordan gets the assist from Carmelo, and Carmelo's just picking up all sorts of good minutes here. Giannis puts it in and gets a nice basket there. So, yeah, it's still 4-point game, so this game's been close for the majority, and Alaska kind of letting it slip here. We're going to go ahead here, 1 minute left. Can Giannis will this team back in? And no, he's just going to give it up to Gallinari with the steal. Jordan and the Fly Guys kind of running some clock off, and then Teague hits a big 3-pointer there to go up by 10 points. Last gasp effort. Alaska gets that to go, 92-84, and a block going the other way. Can they actually make something of a comeback here? Deep 3, no. Rebound by Bolden. Goes outside. Rondo. Back to Porter Jr. No. Rebound by Bolden. Well, obviously the game's over now, but, you know, oh, how about this? Rebound. Outside. Take it again. No. You know, hey. It's worth a shot, you know, hey. Gotta try to, you know, if it doesn't work, you just keep going. Keep trying, try again. To fail more. That's my motto in life, okay? Yeah, but LeBron's going to best Giannis here. He's going to get the W. It's just not a great game by the Chill. Really, nobody took a lot of 3-pointers here for Alaska. But, yeah, I thought LeBron was really good today. 27. Gallinari also chipped in and played a very good game. And DeAndre Jordan with all those rebounds. You know, Jordan and James, you really thought that would be a good combo. And I think it proved to be so far. The Chill were 4 of 22 from 3 range. You think you hit a few more of those, you might be in the game. Let's take a look here at the next slate of games. You got Montreal beating Jacksonville, so the Jump are slipping. They're slipping big. Paladins lose a huge game to Vancouver. That one was big. The Night Owls beat LA, the Leopards. Nashville beats Chicago, so Chicago loses again. Arrows even lose a game to the Jacks. So, yeah, just to give you guys a taste of what's going on here, as this playoff thing is totally up in the air. How about this game here? We got Columbus versus LA. This is two of the youngest teams in the XBA. Both teams right now on the playoff periphery. They would be on the outside looking in if the season ended today. But they have pretty good chances here if they can close out hot, and that's the big question. Can they close out hot? And the winner of this game is going to be able to do that. The loser going to have way less room for error. I feel like this game means more for the Leopards, though, because I feel like they probably have some higher expectations. But, you know, Columbus is a crowded Eastern Conference. I say it all the time. LA with the early lead, 21-15. This one's going outside. I believe that was Dotson. So ignore that. That was from the Super Sim. They were not scoreless for 5 minutes. How about Raymond Felton? Yeah, wow, looking good there, man. Party like it's 2009 up here. Harrell gets a rebound. He's going to kick it out here. This is RJ Barrett off the glass. All right, so Barrett's kind of picking up the six-man duties today. They're playing Tyler Hero at shooting guard, so how about that? 44-37, Columbus in the lead. Zion going to Harrell underneath, and a block by Tice. Harrell, no good, goes back to Zion. Okay, we're gonna get that one to go. 48-41, and Jackson Hayes. I think that's a rookie mistake right there, dude. I don't know what you're doing taking that shot almost from the GG9 logo when you really didn't have to. Hero's gonna dish to Felton. Felton trying to find some room out there. Goes Will Barton, one of the few veterans on this team. Felton to Barton. So it's the old guy hour at the LA Center for the Leopards and the Basket Hounds. 50-42. Columbus going to take the lead into the half. So they're feeling pretty happy right now. 54% with 26 rebounds. Dominating the board. Here's Tyler Hero being a hero today. 62-57, and Zion Williamson off the glass there. 64-57. Zion takes a contested jumper. Good defense on Jackson Hayes. So, you know, that's a matchup you might see in this series. Some young guns, and then he had a Kogi going to the lane. So more youth out there on the floor today. And there's not a youthful player, Patty Mills, scoring there. 77-76. Tice gets an easy basket there. Here's Derek White going to Tyler Hero. Again, Hero to the lane. Throws that one down. Yeah, all right. So, you know, this guy he's a spunky dude. You know, he's a guy that a lot of people get excited about. Excited to play with. So it's another young player on this Columbus team. And right now they're playing well enough to be a playoff team. It's just, can they get a couple more victories down the stretch? Here's Jamal Murray. Trying to find Blake. I think he's got him. Blake underneath will score. So we're down to about 3 minutes and change. Zion. Whew, great play there. Going inside. White to Harrell. Columbus with the lead. 84-83. We got a rainbow floater. No, and Griffin is going to get fouled there by Derek White, and White's upset. He thought he had a play. Thought he had a clean play on the basketball, but it didn't go. 85-84 right now. Got about a minute 20 here. Here is Hero with a step back. Oh, nice. Nice. So the decision for him to start today was a good one. 86-85. Griffin, though, too easy. Too easy against Zion. I think Zion was thinking don't foul at least. Columbus gets the timeout, but now they're out of timeouts. So with 27 seconds, Derek White, horrible defense, gets it to go. And it's 88-87 now. All right, we got 17 seconds. It's Griffin versus Zion, and Zion will foul a Griffin. This is exciting, guys. Gonna go to the lane here. We'll see the replay. I think that's a foul. I think that counts. Griffin hits the first. The second for the lead for the Leopards. Gets it in 14 seconds. No timeouts. Gonna be up to Columbus. Derek White. When do you take the shot? That's the question. I say work for a shot. Find something that works. Find something good. They're going to burn some clock. Go with 4 seconds, and White gets it to go, and Columbus is getting excited. All you Basket Hound fans out there got to love it. But LA gets the timeout, so they'll have it in half court. 2.9 seconds on the clock. Can Columbus play good enough defense here? They're going to give it to DeAndre Hunter. No. Oh, Columbus. Oh, I want to get excited for LA. I mean, LA is my team too, just like Columbus is. But, you know, Columbus with that youth movement, that youth revival thing they got going on, they're a really exciting team. And obviously I'm a Zion fanboy. But, oh man, it's a tough one. But if you're an LA Leopards fan, you got to be happy here. The fans are going crazy down in the City of Angels here. So yeah, Blake Griffin did a good job here. But yeah, DeAndre Hunter, I say you got to give the player of the game to DeAndre Hunter. I mean, he's the guy who hit the winning basket. He was the guy that clutched up. Another one of those young guys. See Hunter Okogie, Jackson Hayes. They got PJ Washington. So yeah, this team to watch out for. Tyler Hero with 11 points. I thought he played a good game. You know, Harrell had his double-double, and then Williamson played well. So some more scores here. The Tempo beat the Summit. That game was huge. Cannons surviving against the Dragons, who are now on a big losing streak. They're eliminated. Paladins beating Philly. That was big for them. Detroit scored 4 points in the second quarter. Good job, Detroit Power. Oh, losing that game. That was big for the Vortex. Neon get a big win. Atlanta loses again. Atlanta's starting to struggle. The Cyclones beat the Fly Guys. That one was big. And the Jump will lose to the Neptunes. So the Jump are sliding in a big way. Peppers lose to the Arrows. Peppers losing that one was big. But they're going to get a chance at a rematch here against St. Louis. So giving you guys a taste of the playoffs. We're not playing as St. Louis and Jacksonville. So it's going to be up to the CPU here to get them in. So El Paso is going to be at home here. This is sort of inching towards must-win territory for the Peppers. James Harden, though, looking pretty relaxed here. He's averaging 26 points a game. And, you know, like we said, this XBA, there's fewer minutes involved. And, you know, theoretically, it's supposed to be a little bit more defensive-oriented rules. So El Paso, you know, I mean, 26 points a game, no joke. I mean, you're going to be with the league leaders there. It's very good in this XBA here. So 13-11 early. Hernan Gomez going to beat out Kevin Garnett. We got the old man out there, KG. Nice shot there by Dwayne Wade. 30-29. That's going to be Richardson for 3. So St. Louis playing pretty well without the help of Gold. My older brother. Looking pretty good. 45-39. We got a miss here before the half. St. Louis got to be feeling pretty good. Harden's thinking, I don't know what Noah's celebrating, but Harden is trying to get into that zone. Kind of draw from within. Trying to figure out something that will turn this game around. And right now it's 49-49, and Harden for the lead will score. Peppers starting to take control. We got KG hitting from outside. Kind of a mid-range jumper there. And then Garnett, the old man. Shades of 2005. I mean, even if you want to go back that far. Kevin Garnett. You know, that's kind of been an issue for El Paso. They got Taco Fall kind of on reserve. But, you know, the big man situation has not been great to them. Richardson's trying to keep St. Louis in it. But, I mean, I don't think that's recommended to leave James Harden that wide open. He's got 25 points now in 22 minutes on the court. So, yeah, he's looking pretty good. 93-83, so they got it back to a 10-point game. Monte Morris underneath. Solid move there, but it's still 10-point game. Last chance here for the Arrows. I don't think they're going to get it done today. Harden will score 99-87 with the and one coming. So, yeah, this game's over, folks. 102-87. Peppers get back on track. This is a team that a lot of people thought they'd be one of the better ones in the XBA, but you know, it hasn't totally worked out that way. They had some key injuries in the middle portion of the season, but they are starting to round into form. You know, and like we always say, just get in the playoffs. Whatever happens from there is a crapshoot. So I thought Richardson played pretty good. I didn't see much of Donovan Mitchell out there today. He was 5 of 14. This game's huge here as we are entering the home stretch. We have just a few games left, guys. This is the final Sunday of the regular season, and the season will wrap up on, I want to say, Wednesday. So there's going to be 3 days left after this game. This is going to be Sunday of the final week of the season. So Detroit and Pittsburgh, they're still jockeying for position. Pittsburgh, as of right now, would be on the outside, and they only have 2 games left to go. So the Paladins need this one at home, and right now they're starting off with a miss. Detroit's also in that kind of a weird zone. They would currently be in, but it's just a crapshoot, man. I don't know what's going to happen. Karl Anthony Towns trying to keep the Paladins alive and do everything in his power here. Lowry gets a 3, and he knew it right when he released it. It was going in. Shot there, and Belitza puts that down with some authority. 18-16, we got Rodney Hood scoring, the acquisition from the Cyclones. And there's Aaron Baines, the acquisition from the Supernovas. So 40-38 right here. Bridges, that's Miles Bridges scoring inside, your slam dunk champion. And there's Denzel Valentine getting some minutes here. So 41-44 here as we enter the half. Detroit's going to be with the lead here. They're actually getting outshot, but, a couple rebounds here and there, a couple three-pointers. Bull using his length there to score. And, we're into the fourth quarter here, guys. It's going to be 89-85. That was cheap, man. The universe just cheated them out there on that 3-ball there. What a pass by Brogdon, I want to say. I don't know what that was. Towns, I think he knew right when he released it that was a bad shot. Josh Jackson going outside here. It's 89-85. Goes to Thaddeus Young, and that's going to clank off the rim. Towns, whoa, deep pass to Miles Bridges, and he gets that one to go. So it's 89-88. Beal's going to kick out to Cousins. Back to Josh Jackson for 3. Not a very good look there. In a 1-point game, I don't know. I think he could have done better. That's just me, though. Brogdon. Oh, that's a great play. Man, that's awesome by Brogdon to score and give the Paladins the lead. That was clutch. Beal's upset with himself. Going Lowry with a step. What a great play by Lowry. These guys are playing really, really good. Both teams. Dinwiddie for 2, so it's 93-91. Lowry goes to Jackson. Foul going to be there on Bridges. So it's going to be up to Josh Jackson to try to tie this game up. He hits 1. He's getting excited. This is going to be the crucial one, though. Can he score it? No. No, he does not get that to go. Dinwiddie inside to Brogdon. Not quick enough on defense to keep him from scoring. So it's 95-92. 3-point ball game here. I say put it in Beal's hands. He's going to take a deep 2. Nothing doing. Just a bad shot by Beal. I mean, what else do you want to say? Dwayne Case is kind of like, hey, take it easy, guys. The 3, though, will be made, so it's 96-95 right now. I got 9 seconds here. Dinwiddie gets it to Towns, so they're going to put Towns on the line. Karl Anthony Towns makes the first. Second one is going to be crucial, though, here. It's going to put Detroit on the ropes, so take your time here, Karl Anthony Towns. The release looks good. No, off the back. 5 seconds left. Detroit's out of timeouts. Gets it to Beal. He's taking a deep with the chance to win. No. Oh, that kills for Detroit fans out there. That puts them sort of on the ropes. Oh man, and now Pittsburgh's feeling good because now Pittsburgh's kind of like, hey, we got the win. We win our final game. The next one up, we're going to be good to go. That was a crucial game in the Eastern Conference, and Detroit will fall. And we'll see the standings at the end with only a few days left to go. 2 or 1 games, depending on your team here. So not enough in the tank here for the Power today. And hey, we're going to check out New Orleans yet again, as they're going to rematch with the Jump. As you see in that simulation, they played them recently. But we got to show this game because this game is crucial. Jacksonville is slipping. We saw in the middle part of the year, they were like first seed, which I don't really think they deserve that. I don't think they're that good of a roster. I think they might be a playoff team, but I was kind of like first place. I'm like, I don't know. And as of right now, it's not looking great. Seth Curry with a huge miss there. So I think New Orleans is pretty safe, but Jacksonville is running out of games. They're running out of time. After today, they'll have 2 games left, but I mean, right now they would be outside of the playoffs. So this is not good here. Steph Curry for 3 will score. So like I talked about earlier, you guys are getting kind of a preview here of what the playoffs are going to look like. So I'm not controlling Jacksonville. Gold's not controlling the arrows. That way everybody's happy. Everything's fair. Jacksonville takes a lead here, 34-27. We got the Curry brothers out here. Steph getting the assist from Seth Curry. 42-34. Steph Curry's looking really good here. Gets the assist to Alexander Walker. Jacksonville in charge. 45-34. Bellinelli from downtown gets that one. Here's Seth to Steph again. And Steph Curry scores. So now it's 48-37. Steph Curry. Oh, I think he's got a shot. No. Rejected by Bagley. And the chuck will not count. So 48-37 for the jump. Jumper looking pretty solid here, 48%. Steph Curry is already up to 19 points. So even when I'm not using Steph Curry, the CPU knows when to use him and where to use him. Step back 3 by Curry. Payne gets that to go inside. It's still a 10-point game right now, though. Nurkic outside. What's the plan here? Give it to Steph Curry and have him shoot from way outside. Oh, man. And here's Otto Porter. You are no Steph Curry, Mr. Porter. Sad to say. I'm sorry. Here's Kawhi trying to keep the Neptunes in it. Trying to pick up a W today in our gameplay as they lost earlier to the Stampede. And then Kobe. Old man Kobe. His body is still holding up. It is mid-April, but hey, he went through the whole season. You know, we had to give him a couple rest days, but he's still feeling good. And that's another guy that's feeling good. Steph Curry. Bellinelli has it, goes behind the back to Bagley. Can't get it to go. Ed Davis with the rebound. And guys, Jacksonville's going to take it. It's going to be 93-79. The Jump get a huge W. And this one was crucial for Jayville as they keep their playoff hopes alive. I mean, it was a crucial game. So now we have, looking at the scores here. I mean, oh my God. Steph Curry had 46 points. He was 12 of 23 from beyond the arc. Crazy. But, I mean, when you're that good from down there, that's what you do. That's what you do. So the latest standings, Baltimore Cannons have gone on another mini winning streak. They've won 5 in a row. Nashville's won 3, so they're up there. Tampa hanging around. Fly Guys are looking good. Neon have gotten back on track. Paladins have won 2 straight. Miami's won 3. That's crucial. So Jacksonville right now would be on the outside. Detroit have lost 2 in a row. Columbus hanging it out. BC Chicago, I feel like Chicago might be done. I feel like Atlanta might be done. 4 losses in a row. City Slickers have picked up 1 win, but they need a lot of things to go right. And then the Pilgrims are donezo, obviously. So 70-game regular season here, guys. So keep that in mind. San Jose's in first. St. Louis and Alaska have clinched, along with Kansas City. After them is Seattle and New Orleans. So a lot of 1-game losing streaks going on there, but the Peppers are up there. Summit would be your 8th seed right now. So on the outside, a half game behind the Summit, are the Leopards, the Vortex, and the Cyclones, who have won 4 consecutive games. Phoenix is also tied there. So we got basically 6 teams competing for 1 spot, or for 2 spots in the Western Conference right now. So we see 1 game separates all of those teams through the 6th seed from the 1 seed. Neon are a game out. Paladins only have 1 game left, so they need to make that count. Night Owls need to make it count. Jacksonville is 2 games out of first, but they have 2 games left. Basket Hounds got to win their final game. Detroit, I mean, I'd say it's basically win your final games. Win your final games, and however the tiebreakers work out, I'm not positive. But, I mean, if you're out of the playoffs right now, you got to win out. I think that's really what you're looking at. In the Western Conference, it's a little more complicated because El Paso and Denver have 1 game left. LA, Phoenix, Vancouver, and San Diego all have 2 games left. So that's really what's at stake here. I think it's between El Paso, Denver, and the rest. So we're taking a look here on Monday's games. I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So there's 3 days left, either 1 or 2 games remaining for these teams. As you see here, Atlanta must-win game here against Pittsburgh. And for Pittsburgh, possibly a must-win game there. Seattle, New Orleans, winner clinches a playoff spot. Columbus has to win. New York, I don't know if they have to win, but they pretty much need to. San Diego has to win this game on the road against Montreal. Baltimore's in a tight spot. Detroit must beat SoCal. SoCal has absolutely tanked. New York City Slickers have to beat Nashville, and then Nashville has a lot at stake. Denver has to beat Wisconsin. Jacksonville has to beat Washington. So you guys see where we're at. Phoenix must win. And then we got Tampa, St. Louis. And then we'll look at the next day here. El Paso plays Kansas City. And then LA, Vancouver is a knockout game. So guys, that's what we're looking at here for the next couple of days here. And then after all that, we have the final day of the regular season on Wednesday, where I believe almost every team in the XBA is playing. Virtually every team. So obviously we'll know more by then which games after this day here, as you see on the Monday screen. After this slate of games, we'll know the exact scenario of what will happen or who needs what to happen. So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a lot of fun. And then we'll get the playoffs going. So I'll have an update for the pick'em stuff. Will be in the next video. We'll talk more about that, kind of, because all you guys out there that got your tickets, we'll talk about how that works. And grand prize gonna be merchandise, but it'll be something decent, you know, like $35-$40 value. You guys just tell us what you want, what team you want. Yeah, I think I'll see you in a couple days here as it's winding down. I hope you guys had fun with this today, and kind of are looking forward to the regular season finale. Like I said, I wanted to get it done in one day, but I felt like if I skipped games and then you guys are like, well, why didn't you show my team when they were still alive, or that kind of thing. You know, it's like every game as we went on was taking on importance. So we're kind of like, I gotta show this game. What about this game? And that's going to lead into yet another video that was sort of like this one. 13, 14 maybe games with huge importance. So tune in for that video, guys, and we'll see you then. All right, peace.